Hey everybody, my name is Hidden Ptarmigan. Welcome back to the channel. We are back with another episode of World of Warcraft Mists of Pandaria Classic. And to start off the video, we are getting flying. I think I have enough money. 1,000 gold should be enough for expert riding. And there it is. Expert riding. 225 skill, flying mounts. 200 gold. Let's do it. Into the Wild Blue Yonder, achievement unlocked. We are now capable of riding a flying mount. Now, what do we want to get? Do we want to get a swift? Oh, we can't get these. I already know all those mounts. Oh, cool. So, we already have the Griffin mount. So, let's go ahead and filter. Let's type Griffin. So, we have the Swift Red, which we can't use. Well, we can, but I always initially liked the Snowy and the Ebon, so, you know, to stick, we have a white horse, so let's stick with a white horse, and let's do the Snowy Griffin. See, like, that was something that I always wish they had added, an armored Ebon Griffin, which I don't think they ever did. I think that they did. Oh god, where's the Ebon Griffin? There it is. The Ebon Griffin was really cool. But they never added a Snowy Griffin. They added an armored Snowy. I'm pretty sure that's a thing. Armored Snowy Griffin. Yeah, there's the armored Snowy, and there's the Grand Griffin. I remember that. They added the armored Snowy, but they never added the Ebon. But now we are able to fly. Look at us. We can move at 150 speed, so it's a lot faster, a lot easier to get around and avoid things that we don't want to fight. Personally, I like flying. I think it's cool. It's fun. But also at the same time, I understand why it made the world feel much smaller. Much faster mount speeds, all that stuff. You no longer run into players on the ground as much. But, you know, I think it is a good thing. I think flying is overall fun. Dragon riding is super fun. That makes flying so much more fun. That's a War Within thing. So it looks like we're going to go head south and deal with the Unyielding Souls in the Ill Omens quest, as well as the Old Gift quest. So I'm going to go ahead and fly down there, and we will take care of that. Alrighty, let's go take care of some Unyielding Footmen. What a sick shot. The Expedition Armory. Apparently this was like part of Honor Hold when the humans initially came here, but clearly when Draenor blew up, this kind of took a beating. Why aren't my key bindings to go down working? Oh, it's X, it's not Control. I've been playing a lot of Dune Awakening recently. That's like my favorite game at the moment. I'm like totally addicted. It's probably a problem. Like, so normally like the way it works when I game, I've got the games I play for YouTube. Like I play a little bit of RuneScape and a little bit of, and I play MoP Classic. I don't play MoP Classic kind of on my own. I just kind of make sure I play this character. I do a little bit, but only if like the series starts to get repetitive. I'll like jump in and, you know, grind a few levels offline. Like if like, I don't know what. I was Classic was starting to get repetitive. After like 10 episodes, I was like, maybe we should just move this on to Outland to kind of like reinvent the series a little bit. So I was just like, let's move it on. But so anyway, what I was saying is I play my typical fallback game is what I would call it. So my typical fallback game, which is typically, I would describe that as the game that I play, like, my regular game. I typically have, like, two. I don't even know how to explain it, what I mean by a fallback game. It's kind of like my comfort game, or, like, what I play when I'm not playing anything else. Like, I'll go through phases, like, right now I'm playing, I don't even know. I'm playing Dune, right? And WoW and shit, but like my fallback game has been Dune recently, whereas it used to be World of Warcraft. Like, when I had nothing else to play, what would I do? I'd pop on, like, retail WoW, right? But now, oh, I got nothing to do. I'll do a little bit of Dune, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, I'll be playing, like, so, like, the games I play the most are, like, World of Warcraft, Dune, and Gates of Hell Ostfront. Ostfront, not Front. Which I'm actually thinking about starting to record some of my battles and put them on a second channel as, like, a conquest series. I do have a second channel. It's called Tarmiga 2. I believe that's what I named it. I haven't posted anything on it yet, but I was going to try to keep this channel more MMO focused because I'm a big MMO player. Love MMOs. Whereas I might make that channel like more variety gaming because I don't feel like mixing in that gameplay with World of Warcraft. I mean, the people that are here are subscribed because I play WoW or MMO. So like they're generally more likely to watch MMO style content, maybe fantasy style gaming, like maybe The Witcher, but you know. Anyway, thinking about starting a second channel for that game. But anyway, I gotta focus up. See, I like ramble all the time. Too bad there's already another YouTuber named Rambles. By the way, he is an awesome YouTuber. He's got some great content, if you know what I'm talking about. He's actually one of my favorite YouTube channels that I watch for World of Warcraft content. Just a chill dude. At least it seems like it. But anyway, I don't know the guy, but anyway, so what I was saying is World of Warcraft retail has always kind of been my fallback game. It's like when I have nothing, I never unsubscribe. I always got it. I'm always playing it at least a little bit every week. But I've been playing so much Dune that I haven't played retail WoW in like a month. Like, other than just like signing in to check out the trading post, I haven't like done a dungeon or PvP in like a month, probably since the beginning of July. That's how engrossed in Dune I am. That's crazy because through all the other games I've been playing recently, like in April I was playing a ton of like Transport Fever 2, Warhammer 40k, Space Marine 2, and I got Halo Chief. I was playing Halo Master Chief Collection. Through all those games, and Foxhole, I was playing a little bit of Foxhole and Arma Reforger. Through all those games, I was still playing World of Warcraft every week at least. At least some version of WoW. Outside of YouTube. I'm like disregarding YouTube because if we're counting YouTube, I'm literally always playing WoW because I literally make YouTube videos about it. Which is why it's my favorite game. I mean, I don't know why. This gameplay I'm having right now, which doesn't seem too engrossing, is like so fun to me. I just really enjoy the way, I love the way numbers feel like when you hit in Classic WoW. It just feels good. But anyway, so what I'm saying is that I have been playing so much Dune that I have barely touched World of Warcraft in my free time. That's how like addicted I am to it. Dune Awakening is... I'm not sponsored or anything by Dune Awakening, but let me tell you, if you're a sci-fi fan, like a Dune fan in general, you should definitely go check out Dune Awakening. And it's just good. It's just really good. The end game is a little rough. I will be honest. Like, once you get to end game, like the Haga Basin, which if you play like slowly, like take your time and do the Haga Basin, which is like the starter area. It's not the starter area. It's the pre-end game kind of area. I think you can get a solid 50 to 60, maybe 100 hours out of the game before you hit the end game. You can obviously hit the end game a lot faster if you rush stuff. But I'm telling you, that 100 hours for a $50 game in the US at least, that's freaking sick. That's 50 cents an hour, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. High chance that I'm an idiot and don't do math. I got to see it in calculus, so many years ago. But yeah, look at that Bell Reaver. That's so cool. Love it. All right, X goes down. So anyway, how did this rant start? I was talking about trying to go down on my mount, and I was hitting control because in an ornithopter, if anyone knows what an ornithopter is, down is control. So anyway, let's go turn this quest in. We got Ill Omens. We got a lot of quests to turn in. It's going to be a great episode. We're going to hit 61 soon. I'm loving MoP Classic. It's been very fun. The class feels really good. Not too complicated. Feels great. But yeah, it's been... I'm playing a lot of games, but mainly I've been playing Dune and Call to Arms, and then this.
For the Alliance.
I think TBC should be coming out soon as well. All right, looks like we gotta go get 12 Cursed Talisman. We got one, and now he's like, bro, we actually need 12 of these. So I am gonna sell real quick, and then we are gonna go take care of those talismans. All right, let's get some Cursed Talismans now, everyone. So when do we unlock Blood Furnace? Like, when can we start queuing for that? I think that's probably a 61 dungeon, if I remember correctly. At least I think it is. If I remember correctly from, like, the past. I think it was, like, 61 for Blood Furnace, and then there's, like, I think it's one of the Coil Fang dungeons or something like that. One of the Zangarmarsh dungeons you get to do. By the way, I think we are going to try to do at least most of Hellfire Peninsula before we move to Zangarmarsh. Trying to touch every zone a little bit, just so we can get some experience in each one. I obviously have zones that I like and don't like, and we're leveling pretty quick with MoP. Though, we're leveling a little slower because I took off the heirlooms, which I did so we could experience a little bit more of this expansion. I'll throw them back on, obviously, if this starts to get repetitive and I just need a dungeon grind to get through these dungeons. I mean, these areas. But, I actually like Outland a lot more than Cataclysm Classic zones. So, we're going to at least do a couple of these. Is there an area I can, like, mass pull these guys and fight, like, 20 of them once? Probably is. I really, like, every time I fly, I kind of feel like I need to be dragon riding. Alright, there's some neophytes. I bet you there's a bunch in the keep. Yeah, there's a bunch in here. Cool. This is the way to do it. Just try to AoE grind these guys down. Oh, that's a boss. Don't care about the boss. Not yet. We'll get there. Alright, we're gonna pop a cooldown, 2 defensives. I'm gonna victory rush to keep going. We're gonna use our trinket as well. We're about to have Blade Storm, which will kill most of these guys. Yeah, Blade Storm is like super crazy powerful. We'll get 3 talismans out of that. We're gonna go ahead and pop this so we can get a little bit extra regen, and by this I meant enraged regeneration, which will dramatically increase how much healing we're getting. There you go. And the last guy, almost done. Sweet. Let's go and grab this neophyte. Yeah, with these 2 Outland weapons, our kill speed has dramatically improved. The two-handed mace is like really good, especially because it has like a really fast attack speed. If you're not someone that's familiar with World of Warcraft, something you should know is that if you're playing a dual-wielding class, rogue, warrior, Rogue or Warrior. I think those are the only two that can do it. In a vanilla. Or, you know, any dual wielding class. I think other classes can do it. Like, I think Shaman can do it in this version of the game. But regardless, if you're playing a dual wielding class in any version of World of Warcraft, the faster weapon should always go in the offhand because you'll hit faster with it. At least that's what I remember from when I used to play a lot more. It doesn't matter as much in retail because in retail, all one-handed weapons kind of hit the same speed, so it doesn't really matter. Look at that, level 61, and I think we just unlocked Blood Furnace. Yeah, we can now queue for Blood Furnace. We're not going to do that quite yet. I want to finish this quest off first, and then we'll maybe hop into a queue. But we're gonna turn in a couple of these. These are starting to get a little low level. Like this was only a 58 quest. But sweet, level 61. That's awesome. And I think we have Flurry now. Yeah, we do have Flurry, which that was a level 60 thing. But anyway, let's go turn this in. As you can see, once you get that flying mount, the questing becomes so much easier. That 150 speed makes a big difference.
Can I help you? See you later.
All right, he wants us to just wrap up and kill that boss, so we're gonna go do that real quick. Sorry, I was taking a look at something on the other monitor. I was flying into the thing. I'm trying to make sure my settings are right so that my I'm still not quite used to how this mic works, this Rode mic. I really like it. Huge shout out to my buddy for providing this mic. I'm not gonna say his name on YouTube because I don't know how much privacy he wants, but I really appreciate it, dude. If you watch these videos. Alrighty, let's wrap this up. And what was the quest reward for him? Just another couple bucks. We very quickly made our money back, by the way. We already bought flying, and we're gonna be buying the next level of flying. I don't know what level that's at, by the way. I think Flight Master's license is the one that lets you fly in Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms, and all that stuff. And then Cold Weather is at 68. That's in Northrend. Okay, because we can go to Northrend soon. It's actually quicker than I thought it would be.
Greetings. Have a good one.
Alrighty.
Alliance.
Alright, we gotta head back to Honor Hold. It's not that far of a flight, but I will see you when we get back to Honor Hold. Alright, so we are back at Honor Hold, turned in some quests, and now we're looking for Draenei prayer beads. I think this guy has them.
Open your heart
Nope.
to the light.
The Colonel? It says they're right here. Courtyard. I believe the dog Fifi stole them and buried them. We're in our Tracy Proudwell. Alright, we're gonna talk to her. Alright, Tracy Proudwell, where are you? It's Sergeant Dalton. Where's Tracy Proudwell? There she is. I wonder if she'll have another fetch quest for us.
Well met.
Give him a treat. Okay. We need silken thread. Where do we get that?
Have a good one.
Oh, Lord. Can we buy that from just like a trade goods vendor?
Can I help you?
This guy's actually kind of cool.
Hey there.
No, none of these guys would sell it. Level 75 warrior. What are you doing in Outland? Should be in Northrend. Let's see if we can find a vendor that sells silken thread. I don't even know where to start looking. That's an engineering trainer. Maybe it would be in here. There's like a trade goods vendor or something. That's gems.
I am honored.
That's Erator the Redeemer.
I supply only the finest goods.
Silken thread. It's a rune thread.
For the Alliance.
Huh. Would it be under the gem vendor, maybe? Nope. That ain't it. That ain't it.
Hello. Be careful.
Wonder if anyone up here sells silken thread. You probably do. Boom. Got it.
Be kind to those
All right, let's go turn this in and get those prayer beads back for Jules, or whatever his name is.
Need help?
Okay, we'll get the
careful.
treat, get this back. So now what? I guess we follow him, and he shows us where the prayer beads went. Or we just run in a circle. Love that. 10 out of 10 would recommend. That's hilarious. Are they literally right next to where he was standing? Yup, they are. Oh wait, is that just a hole? Or is that supposed to be poop? The dog doesn't know where his prayer bead, where he buried the prayer beads. Oh, I don't get run over by cavalry. Just walk around with the dog.
What can I do for you?
What's on your mind?
Ah, there we go. Oh my god, I bet I could just have come back here in the first place and not have to do that whole thing. Well, we got the prayer beads for the Draenei, and we're gonna go turn those in real quick. There he is, the assistant.
May the
Play
light
two.
embrace you.
Very nice. Another quest in the books. Alrighty. Now we gotta go turn in this Unyielding Souls quest, which we had to kill some of those enforcers and stuff. Gonna go do that real quick.
What can I do?
Reliving this expansion has been cool. Getting to see all this stuff again was fun. Is fun.
Can I help you? See you later.
Alright, now he wants us to go do something else. I don't know exactly what. Oh, he wants us to go kill the base. The bosses down there. Alright, let's do it. We're gonna head south and take care of those bosses. I keep looking up for a compass to tell me which way to go, by the way, from Dune. I gotta shut up about playing Dune. Alright. We also have to kill some spirits, so we'll swing over there on our way back after we kill these two. We have to kill the Archmage. And he'll give us a necklace that'll give us crit and attack power. That'll be huge for us. I think he's like right over there. Oh, he's right there. Oh, okay. That's easy enough. This Archmage has absolutely no idea what's coming for him. Easiest kill ever. One down and one to go. We got to kill the Lieutenant Commander, who is back here, I believe. Yeah, he looks cool, doesn't he? That's a cool armor set. Alrighty, we're done here, so let's pack it up, and we will head over here on the way, and we'll pick up these quests for the Ravager Egg and the In Case of Emergency quest. I believe it's at the Crashed Zeppelin up there. We're making great progress in Outland. We've already done 3 levels here, so it's actually really fast to level up through here. It feels great. Maybe it's just like a MoP thing that makes Outland leveling really good, but We'll grab your quest and your quest, and I believe we need to head up, kill some souls. Though they're gonna have us pick up Ravager eggs and stuff. We're kind of working our way across the zone, left to right, basically. Oh, this is the. Oh, I gotcha. Vengeance will not be yours, Tarmig. Are you certain? Because I think you might be wrong there, Chief. Any more gonna spawn, or what's going on here? Rogue. Nothing? Strange. This is a little weird. Try another one over here. What's it say to do? Oh, we have to kill the orcs over here. I see. Near the thing. I got it. Well, we'll kite this guy over and we'll fight him near the thing. So this thing causes their spirits to come out when they die. Maybe. No. Totally wrong. Do I even know what I'm doing? I might not know what I'm doing. High chance here. I mean, I hope none of you are here for good gameplay. 'Cause that ain't me. Cool, here they are. Here's two spirits. Yeah, there we go. So we gotta kill the orcs near the thingy. Alright, I can do that. It's not too bad. We'll just kite him over here. Oh, we're getting stunned. There we go. He got zapped. That's good. We can kill him now. Nice. Get double XP for these kills. Yeah, get wrecked, nerds. Blade Storm for the win. Only a couple more. Correct. Their 6th and 7th, or 7th and 8th kill. All right, we'll have to put the thing down for 9th and 10th kill. Alright, we're done with these. Let's pop on down to the old Ravager eggs real quick. That shouldn't take too long. We just gotta kill Terrafiends and get the Ravager eggs. Shouldn't be too bad to get these. Alrighty. Alright, we gotta get the big ones. See if we can get these guys. See if we can just blade storm them all down. The first one that dies will give us our victory rush and allow us to heal. Look at that. That was awesome. And we got our first egg, just like that. There's a bunch of hatchlings around here, which will be problematic because we don't have to kill them. But we're gonna have to, unfortunately. Wait, did that not give me an egg? It's funny. See if this one does. Alright, let's try that again. There we go. Wow, the flying mount is crazy. We would have had to fight through literally every one of those hatchlings, by the way, to get that egg the first, like, literally 2 levels ago. Now we just get to group them all up and nuke them down, which is what we would have done before. But now we get to use the flying mount to, like, rather than just doing this every single time, we get to flying mount around everything. Which, like, I can understand why that takes away from a lot of the game, but it also kind of makes it a little more streamlined. You don't have to spend nearly as much time, like, running around as much, and you get to play more, which is cool. But I think there are better ways to do it. I think so. Let me just preface what I'm about to say with I love World of Warcraft in its pre-Warlords of Draenor vibes. Basically, up to MoP, I love the way, like, you know, it plays. I'm preferable to Wrath. I think Wrath was my favorite. Wrath and TVC are my 2 favorite expansions, but I wouldn't call MoP a classic World of Warcraft expansion because that's outside the original trilogy in my mind. That being said, I am enjoying the way MoP plays. I think classic ends when the talent trees change. Like, I feel like the classes change a lot, too much in MoP. But that kind of, but I also don't think Cataclysm. I think classic ends when the world changes, when the revamp happened. That being said, I do like this game. Like, it still feels classic-esque. Like, I feel like it's not classic. Like, this is not what classic is to me. And by the way, I'm not a big vanilla player. I'm not a huge fan of vanilla World of Warcraft. I like it. I think it is a really good MMO. And I think it's a great game. That being said, I personally think it's really slow, and I kind of get bored of it. That's why I think Wrath is my favorite expansion. But anyway, we're done with the Ravager egg, so let's fly back, turn that in. Wrath is my favorite expansion because you could fly and stuff, but, like, also you don't have to, like, it's not super tedious to level through the old world. You still have to do it, but it's not nearly as bad. Like if Blizzard was gonna do like a Classic Plus, I personally, and I know this is not the smart decision, but I personally would be in favor of a Wrath Vanilla Plus. Like that's where it ends. Like after Wrath of the Lich King, if they did an alternate universe where Deathwing didn't destroy the world, and what happened after that, that would be my personal wish for it. That being said, I don't think that they should do that. I mean, I think it would be cool, but I think like the vast majority of people would like them to just expand on the vanilla world rather than that. And I think that is if we ever do get a Classic Plus, that's what we'll get, which is probably what we should get. And I'd be fine with that. Like I'm not against that at all. I'm just telling my personal preference. So anyway, let's see. Do we have to? Nice. That's how it works. Cool. That's my personal preference. But yeah, I think that like something they should do, or should have done with some of this flying stuff is made the mounts a little more dynamic. Like I love the way the combat feels in this version of the game, or in like the Wrath version of the game. It's not too slow, and like I feel like this isn't too much different. It's definitely different, but it's not too bad. I am having fun. Like, don't get me wrong. I love the character models in this version of the game, and I love the way they play. But yeah, I feel like they should iterate on, in a Classic Plus version of the game, kind of take it in a sod way, like add new zones and stuff. But like change how flying works. Like that's a thing. Like change flying, like add flying, but change it. Like I think they should take the Guild Wars 2 approach to flying personally, or to mounts in general, and just have all mounts be dynamic in different ways. I think that's really cool. If anyone has played Guild Wars 2, mounts are all dynamic. So mounts serve a purpose. Mounts are not just like transportation. They are mostly a form of transportation, but they work a little differently. So, for example, you have different mounts for different types of transportation. You have mounts for water. You have flying mounts. You have mounts that are like PvP mounts. Like, it's really interesting. And there's only a few mounts. There's not like 400. And I think that's how Blizzard should take World of Warcraft. And they should start it with a Classic Plus server, where like you don't have 500 things that you have to modify. I think just Classic Plus going forward should take what we've learned from other games and implement that. And I think by implementing that, you make a really, really, really cool game. The way to implement it would be, instead of having like just mounts that do this, like flying mounts should mainly be on the ground and used for gliding, like kind of like dragon riding. But way less distance because the world's smaller. So they should be more like gliders rather than pure flying. And then there needs to be a reason. And then I think like a cool thing that they could do would be like modify ground mounts to be more useful. Because like flying mounts are completely invalid once you get ground mounts are completely invalid once you get flying mounts in Cataclysm. And I think a really cool way to do that would be to, first off, limit flying mounts so that you still, like, it is still effective to run. Give a slight increase to ground mounts speed, but then also give them abilities. So allow you to fight while mounted would be cool. Give mount abilities. I think you take the vehicle, make mounts kind of more like a vehicle rather than a extension of your character. Kind of like in the dragon riding system, but for ground mounts. The good example of it is they just did it with the last patch of retail. You had ground mounts. You have a ground mount that's dynamic, and it's actually really sick. The only problem with it is there's nowhere to ride it, only in that one zone, which I personally don't love, the Goblin Zone. Yeah, and I think that's a cool thing to do. More stuff like that, like combat, like mounted combat, would be cool. Yeah, cool stuff like that. different mounts, like certain mount types in Guild Wars 2 that they do that's really cool. Can like the Raptor is one of the first mounts you get, and it can leap. You actually have to use it to traverse certain sections of the map. You can't progress certain areas because you need the Raptor. If you don't have it, you can't do it. You like have to cross a chasm, and you can't fly in this area, right? So to cross the chasm, you have to like use the ability, the leap ability. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I like Guild Wars 2, but it's not World of Warcraft for me. It doesn't have the same crispness or feel. What if they did that in WoW? What if there were zones that you couldn't use flying mounts on, and the best way to get around would be like ground mounts that were designed that jump really far? Now I don't know how that would work, but I'm sure Blizzard with their millions of dollars could figure it out. You know, I'm no expert. I'll leave it to them, but I think it's an interesting idea. Good concept. They already started in retail. I think they would probably implement this stuff in retail, by the way. I don't think they would implement this in a Classic Plus version of the game. This would be something they do in retail because retail just has a better, I think it has a little bit more flexibility with that kind of stuff. And I think that's a good thing. More dynamic mounts are always awesome. Alright, we are still looking for crashed ship parts, and I think most of them are over here. We don't need that much more. Just 13 more, and we'll wrap it up there. That'll probably like round out our bottom quest. We'll go turn in Fell Spirits as well. We're doing good. We look cool. These Jade Warrior pauldrons are sick. You stand on that? That's neat. There's 21 and 22. You really do have to get a lot of these parts. 22, 1, and then 22. I feel like every time I play this game, I ramble about like Classic Plus and like what I want to see out of the game. It's like my #1 thing. Someone commented on my, I don't know if it was the last video or 2 videos ago. I don't remember which one you commented on, but if you're watching this video, you left a comment saying you wanted to see a healer playthrough, and I don't remember. I believe in that video I talked about both KSM and like a kata leveling playthrough. In which case, let me know which one you were looking to see. I mean, so far you're literally the only person who commented on what you want to see, gameplay wise, and yeah. So right now you're the only one voting. So unless a bunch of other people chime in before the season 3 starts, I'm playing healer. Which is cool. I like healing. Haven't done it in a while. I mean, I've done it, but like I haven't done it with KSM in a while. I think I got KSM healer last in Shadowlands. This season I did. Season 2 I did a DPS. I didn't do season 1 War Within. Dragonflight season 4 I did not do. I got close. Season 2 and 3 I did. It seems to be my cycle with these expansions. I seem to really go hard in season 2 and 3, and then season 1 and 4 I just don't really do that much of. We're gonna be changing that with War Within. Since I've started this YouTube channel, it's gonna hold me accountable to actually do them. So 3 and 4 will actually absolutely do. I can't wait for season 4 to drop. Haven't been on retail in a minute, so we'll have to check it out. But right now we're looking at probably a Holy Paladin for healer. And Paladin, this will be the first time my Paladin's featured on the channel. He is my main character. I'm probably going to do, I think I talked about this, the Arathi questline, as well as like a little lore video, just a bonus episode. It'll probably be just 1 episode, maybe 2 parts, maybe. I haven't figured that out yet, but I think season 3 comes out next week, so I want to start mixing in a little bit of retail story content because they're short series that I can do in like a couple of hours, like maybe 4 videos max. And I really want to learn more of the story of retail because I don't quite I mean, I know what happens so far, but I think if I actually sit down and make a video of me playing through the story, I will pay attention to it more and understand what's actually going on, which will allow me to like get into retail a little more. So that's gonna be what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do the retail storyline.
Yo, right back.
All right, we got a couple of more quests, and
Right back.
this guy is just constantly sending us out, isn't he? More strength and stamina and dodge. I'm gonna hold off on those. We got more stuff to do down here, but we're gonna fly up to Honorhold and turn this in, this Fell Spirits quest. With that, I am probably gonna be calling it here. I think this is a good place to stop. So once again, thank you for clicking on the video and spending a little time with me today. Hope you've had a great day and hope you've enjoyed the video. If you want to see more, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Let me know what your thoughts are, and yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Peace.